what time it is? It's time for What I Watch After Dark. Welcome to What We Watch After Dark. My name's Nathan, a.k.a. The Midnight Joker. And today we are going to be talking about Con Air. Has one of the best casts you can think of and is quite ridiculous. I love this movie. It stars the man, Nicolas Cage, John Cusack, John Malkovich, Colm Meaney, Ving Rhames, Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle plays pinball in this movie. Rachel Ticotin, Steve Epstein, and Steve Buscemi. But that's basically the main cast right there. We're going to go on and talk about the director, Simon West, and the writer, Scott Rosenberg, a little bit later. Anyway, let's go ahead and go to the trailer. Roll 'em.
He's a U.S. Ranger. Highly decorated. Did a little hell raising when he was a kid, but nothing serious. He's defending his wife. Got in a drunken brawl. And he killed a guy. Could have happened to you or me.
After serving the last of his sentence, Cameron Poe is taking the first plane home to his wife and daughter.
Today's flight is a special one. We're populating Louisiana's Felton Penitentiary. These guys are the worst of the worst.
See a lot of celebrities among us. I see 11 primetime lives, 3 Regis and Kathy Lees, and a genuine 2020 interviewee.
What you looking at, punk?
Nothing, I was just admiring your cage.
But one wrong flight
Stewardess, what's the in-flight movie today?
can ruin your whole day.
What happened? We caught the plane, man!
Welcome to Con Air.
Jailbird 1, you are not cleared for takeoff.
Ain't nobody on this aircraft gives a flying.
The issue here is how the plane is brought down.
Shoot it down.
There are innocent people up there.
He's got a little girl to come home to. He's been waiting for this day for 8 years.
What are you gonna do? What do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna save the day.
Check your weapons. Take your seat
Isn't that your car?
and say your prayers.
He's got the whole world in his hand.
From Jerry Bruckheimer, Nicolas Cage, John Cusack, John Malkovich.
Where are they gonna land this thing?
How do you feel about the blackjack tables?
Buckle up. Con Air. Directed by Simon West.
Thank you, and have a pleasant flight.
Welcome back! Well, that sure looks like a lot of fun, doesn't it? It is. John Malkovich was very unhappy during the production because the script kept being rewritten virtually every day. Dave Chappelle, he improv'd most of his lines. He was actually, it was funny. Of course it was funny. He's Dave Chappelle. Had the plane slam into the sands because the very next day they were demolishing. And that was in 1996. The movie came out in 1997. The sight of the planes flying in low formation over the strip during filming caused a number of Las Vegans to call the police. Nicolas Cage traveled to Alabama to get the accent right. And at the same time, he was doing Face Off and The Rock. And, it's pretty much the whole Trinity for Nicolas Cage. I mean, those are the ones to watch for sure. Sean Connery, and all that bull. The U.S. Marshals who ran the actual Con Air program wanted nothing to do with this. The interesting part, which is pointed out by Steve Buscemi, is Leonard Skinner, most of their members died in an airplane crash. And here these guys is rocking out to Leonard Skinner, acting like a bunch of idiots. This is the first film that Jerry Bruckheimer produced without Don Simpson. The new Jerry Bruckheimer film logo was featured for the very first time in this film. John Malkovich turned down the lead role of Air Force One to do this film. Well, the car was a 1967 Corvette Stingray C2. And at the time of filming was retailed at $38,000. Man, I bet they wish they didn't fuck up that car. The real Con Air used 3 types of airplanes. Now, these are U.S. Marshals in real life. They use 3 types of airplanes. It's the Hawker 800, the Boeing 737, and Saab 2000. And I don't know if that's a different Saab. If it is, let me know down below. Or if it's just the car company, let me know down below. I'd be very interested. Even J.J. Abrams did some dialogue polishing. Dave Chappelle was also up for the part in Forrest Gump of Bubba, but turned it down, and that's when fellow actor on the movie, Williamson, got the part. Of course, Nicolas Cage did a lot of strict dieting, and he was lifting, and when they weren't shooting, he would go off and start lifting weights more because he wanted to keep the physique. At the time, he had, 3% body fat. Because Danny Trejo had previously served time in prison, he would act as sort of a consultant to the filmmakers. Yeah, I love Danny Trejo. Danny Trejo and Williamson both previously appeared in Heat in 1995. This movie came out in 97. Dennis Leary wanted to be cast as Garland Green. That would have been interesting. The car that Pinball lands on is an 1986 Volkswagen 240 station wagon. Originally, the studio wanted Tony Scott to direct the film. Martin Lawrence and Wesley Snipes were both up for Pinball, but Dave Chappelle got it. I strongly suggest seeing it. A die-hard copycat, but on a prison transport plane. I mean, it is just, at points, fantastic. I would say movie-making-wise and editing-wise, it was great. I give it an 8.5 and strongly say go see it. Well, I guess I'll leave it there. And I want you to know that I love you, and please love other people. And you always have to remember to get yourself